Welcome back into the world of Uno X then, guys, and I'm buzzing for today's episode because we have the official start of the cycling season. That is, of course, Omloop Het Nieuwsblad, an opening weekend with Kuurne-Brussel-Kuurne in Belgium. But before that, we continue on with our early season stage races, and today is one of my favourites as well, because we have climbing galore here at the Vuelta a Andalucia, climbing on all stages, one hilly stage and a hilly time trial to finish as well. This is going to be fun. And heading to Andalucia, we have a series of talented riders, but mainly I am buzzing because Jørgen Nordhagen is of course going to lead the team here. Let's see what he can do up against some of the world's best, because he is up against the likes of Enric Mas, Santi Petrago and Carlos Rodriguez, and I cannot wait to try and take it to those guys. And you know what? Let's do it. Albert Witham Philipsen, try and throw yourself into today's breakaway. We do have, oh my word, there he is. As Aparicio, the Spanish rider, is going to ride away to stage victory. I don't believe it. And we're causing all sorts of splits in this group, but Aparicio is able to respond. We are going to have to keep an eye on this man throughout this save because he denied us a victory. There he is. Mario Aparicio is trying to do it again, and we are going to mark him this time, and he is not going to steal another GC from us. But anyway, Philipsen in the breakaway really shows how we're going to try and race this event, because we don't have the strongest team. We can't control like we have been in some of the other early season races. Anyway, Pablo Torres is controlling this time on the front. Again, Aparicio's enemy from that race earlier this year, but let's see if we can maybe take the KOM jersey today with Philipsen. So Ruben Fernandez, I think, is going to lead this out. I'm going to try and jump on his wheel immediately, but we're quite late to get there, and he is absolutely cooking us on this uphill section, and unfortunately no points here. Third sprint of the day. I think we're in a slightly better position this time, maybe, but no, fifth again. Maybe we can take the sprint though. Let's try and go early in these corners with Philipsen. Can we smoke these guys here? I don't think we're going to, you know. Aparicio come out his wheel, and it's gonna be fourth place. When Albert Philipsen is one of the best riders in the world, we will remember the day he was getting smoked in the breakaway by 4 Spaniards at the Vuelta a Andalucia. Anyway, it's time to turn our attention to the peloton because the breakaway are caught, which means it's Nordhagen time. And UAE using, I think, last year's winner of this race, Isaac Del Toro. Arrieta is here, Morgado, Pollitt. They have some insane domestiques, I think, for Brandon McNulty. So 3k to go to the top of this climb, but it's not all at these difficult percentages. Nordhagen he's suffering a little, but he looks okay, I think. And Enric Mas is right to the front of this group. McNulty is here, Zana is here as well. Surely we're going to see an attack. Anyway, if they're not going to do it, we're going to do it ourselves. Nordhagen is here to the front, and he puts in a big dig here at the Vuelta a Andalucia. 1.5k to go to the top of this climb. Let's try and continue over the top. Nordhagen continues pressing on up to 99 over the top, and we do have a split of 7 riders at the front of this race. Don't really want the wheel of Enric Mas in this descent. Nordhagen, though, an even worse descender, somehow. Anyway, 16 riders come back on. Nordhagen tries to kick, and we do have a bit of separation using all of that 63 downhill. Have we caught them napping? Enric Mas sprints, Carlos Rodriguez as well. Look at us in that corner. We absolutely died, and we get swept up by the group of 16 riders. And I think Felix Großschartner is going to miss out because his teammate, Brandon McNulty, is the winner. Yeah, to be honest, this wasn't the greatest stage for us considering Nordhagen's 63 downhill. Hopefully he can improve that in years to come, but we survive in the front group and we're probably the main initiator, so we're looking good for the rest of the race. And despite Philipsen's pretty poor attempts to take the KOM jersey, we lead the competition with Nordhagen completely accidentally. Yeah, that's quite jokes, to be honest. Stage 2 probably doesn't suit Nordhagen the most, so maybe we try with another rider, but this is about surviving in the GC. So let's try and throw Lurland into today's breakaway. He's on a decent day. Let's see what we can do. And I think we have 3 riders from the same Portuguese team right here. Okay, let's take it. UAE seem to let it go. And Nordhagen unlocks his camo skin. He is literally camouflaging into his surroundings with that KOM jersey. And as we, of course, hold the KOM jersey in the team, let's try and protect this here with Lurland. And you know what? He has a gap. Let's go. Let's go. We catch the other guys napping. Let's go up to 89 and try and take the points here. We're going to do it easily. And those are, I think, the easiest KOM points we're going to win in this entire series. I'm trying to pull the same trick, but they're following our wheel aggressively now. Unless we can go on the left-hand side. Lurland showing off his kick here up to 92, but have we gone too early? Lurland on a great day today. Can we maybe hold off Lima? I don't think we're going to. McGill coming late, but yes, we are protecting this jersey from Nordhagen beautifully. Anyway, into the final 20k. Sergi Dada transferring from football to cycling, it would seem, but Lurland and these guys, it's been an epic day, but they are going to be caught here. So over the top here, we're actually seeing a couple of surprise attacks, but can't see anything sticking. This is surely going to be a sprint as Ibon Ruth on the attack for Kern Farmer. And next up, it's Lopez attacking for Kern Farmer, but I think we can control here. And Rasmus Tiller, I think, has a good chance in this sprint. So Nordhagen can look after himself. Let's focus on Rasmus Tiller here. It's a very quick finish, but still we have Lopez up the road. He has 15 seconds. I think we can catch him because we have an uphill finish to the line. Here we go. Nordhagen can go. Dversnes trying to bring him in. Here comes Idar Andersen, and Rasmus Tiller is going for the line, but Lopez is going to hold on. I don't believe it. Kern Farmer steal victory at the last. Again, the breakaway or a late attack are going to deny us a chance of winning. So frustrating. Anyway, third place. It's a decent result for Tiller, and Nordhagen survives in the front group, while Arensman goes into the lead of the race on countback because there's no bonus seconds at this race. And partly thanks to Lurland's good work, Nordhagen retains that KOM jersey. A really interesting stage design here on stage 3 with climbs throughout, not really a mountaintop finish though. And of course, Nordhagen is our man. And you know what? I think it would be good to have numerous satellite riders up the road here. So Freddie Dversnes and Lurland, both on good days, get yourselves up the road, my guys. And attacks still going on all over the road right here. Numerous riders wanting to get into the breakaway, but we have Lurland and Dversnes pretty secure 3 minutes up the roads. And you know, Gotson Martin is second place in that KOM jersey, so we need to try and beat him here at these sprints with our guys to fend him off and try and hold on with Nordhagen, but we're at way too late there. Way too late. Luckily, Gotson Martin doesn't really have enough, and Freddie Dversnes wins the KOM. Let's go. And same again here. Hopefully, I'm watching Gotson Martin like a hawk. There he goes. Freddie Dversnes on his wheel. Can he come round? Can he sprint? Gotson Martin doesn't have it. Luckily for us, and Nordhagen still in the provisional lead. Meanwhile, Gotson Martin again going for the KOM points. He doesn't seem to have it though. Dversnes trying to hold on. We'll get third place here. And Joel Nicolau is now our main opposition here. He's on 17 points. So the Puerto de Mayina is the penultimate climb today. It's quite difficult near the top. Freddie Dversnes looking good now. He's been sitting on in this group, to be fair, and still 4 minutes back to the peloton. These guys need to watch out. I mean, it's not my job to tempo here with a rider up the road, obviously. Anyway, Nicolau is going to go for these points. Let's just try and stay in this group, to be fair. We don't have much energy with Freddie Dversnes, and you can see these guys are probably better climbers than us as Franco takes those points over the top. And we do actually have a split in the peloton here. UAE missing some big riders, Torres, Del Toro, so I am not pacing them back in. Let's see if Tiller and Anderson can get back in. Only 38 in this peloton. Bahrain are the team pressing on. Yep, it would definitely seem this group is gone as we enter the Puerto de Beta. And you can see it's only about a minute up to the breakaway, and Freddie Dversnes, he is sitting up and waiting to help our main man Nordhagen. Okay, Dversnes is actually the strongest of this breakaway. He crests the climb in the lead of the race. Nordhagen, he can sit in, and maybe Freddie can pull off a victory here. Only 12k to go. So Nordhagen just chilling in this group, and up the road, the tempo is rapid. Freddie Dversnes still has 30 seconds, but I don't think he's going to hold on. This is going to be so tough, with of course a final hill still to come. Here we go then, the final climb. Only 3k to go to the finish. Dversnes trying to hold on. Come on, Freddie. It's not going to be a miraculous stage win, but Albert Philipsen doing a great job here for Nordhagen. Barcello here. Canal is here for Movistar. Foss, Mikel, Großschartner as well. We're just staying in position here. Can I take Canal's wheel? Let's try it. Nordhagen in the wheel of the Movistar rider under the Flamme Rouge. Let's go. Let's sprint for the line. We're at the front of the race, but it's a downhill finish. We're not going to win, and it is going to be Barcello just winning ahead of his teammate. But Arensman in the race lead is dropped Do we have splits here? Damn, what a stage that ended up being. Nordhagen finishing in 6th place at the front of the race, and look at the splits we have on screen. Buitrago loses 18 seconds, Arensman 33, McNulty and Mas 43, with Carlos Rodriguez losing time as well. And that does mean in the GC now we have a very good opportunity, because I actually can't see a rider that I don't believe Nordhagen can beat on the upcoming stages. And Joel Nicolau now looks like he's going to win that KOM jersey, so we'll forget about that with Nordhagen. Since the last stage, we've gone and got our haircut, obviously reducing our weight, focusing on those minimal gains. Hopefully Nordhagen has done the same, because that is going to be crucial on the Alto del Perche. Nordhagen wearing that young rider's jersey today, but of course it's crucial to look at the GC, because we have a time trial on the final stage, and Nordhagen, he has 69 time trial. Okay, mate. Anyway, Grosschartner, he has 74, and Tobias Foss 77. So he's probably in the best position to win this race right now. But we need to try and drop Foss and Grosschartner on this stage. And to help with that, I have thrown Rasmus Tiller into today's breakaway as a satellite rider. And the Alto del Perche coming up has some absurd gradients. Here we go then. The Alto del Perche begins. Tiller and the breakaway only have 1 minute, unfortunately. He's going to be caught swiftly by the peloton here. Anyway, Nordhagen in a good position here. Lerland is on the front right now, and Rasmus Tiller is just up the road. Still 5k to go in this climb, but you know what? Let's try and be aggressive here, because here goes Jørgen Nordhagen trying to get to the wheel of his teammate Rasmus Tiller. Get in there now, and now Tiller can try and pull, but still we have the group together. You can see it's very stretched out though, really stretched out actually on this climb. And Buitrago goes again. Santi Buitrago showing his strength right here. Tiller try and protect Nordhagen on 80, and we still have 3k to the top. This is going to be tough. But Tobias Foss is still here, so is Felix Grosschartner, and we don't really want them with us, but I don't have that much energy. Anyway, we're going to crest this climb right now. Grosschartner trying a little move here, and Nordhagen is dropped off the wheel. Let's try a little kick here over the top up to the wheel of Buitrago and Grosschartner. 3 riders are clear. We didn't want Grosschartner here with us, but we do have 20 seconds with Carlos Canal, the race leader, chasing. But we know how bad our downhill is, so can't really see this working. Canal trying to bridge. There you go. Nordhagen is caught, and it's 16 riders at the front of the race. But the group of Albert Philipsen coming back in. Yes, they are back in now. Philipsen, what a ride today. And so 3k to go only. It is going to be a reduced sprint here in Granada, unfortunately, but we do have Philipsen to help pull Nordhagen to the line. I'm not sure who the best sprinters in this group are. Probably Canal, to be fair, the race leader, but here goes Philipsen. 1.5k to go. He launches with Nordhagen on the wheel into the final kilometre. Jørgen Nordhagen going for his first win in Uno X colours, and it's a beautiful team win. What a lead out by Philipsen, and Nordhagen wins stage 4. Oh my word. Albert Philipsen, he makes up for that potential loss, because he gets over the big climb of the day in the chasing group, gets back to the front to help out Jørgen Nordhagen, and delivers a perfect lead out, which catapults with a 4-second gap Nordhagen into the lead of the race. And that already makes this race a success. We didn't bring a particularly strong team here, but Nordhagen showing he can lead the team already. But we still have the time trial to come. And by the way, Nordhagen actually tied now for first place in that points jersey. This is really close, with the top 3 separated by 1 point. But we know holding on to that GC lead is going to be super tricky, because a 13.7k time trial awaits. We're not the best time trialists among the GC contenders, and I mean, Pippo Ganna is here for goodness sake. We already know though, Tobias Foss and Felix Grosschartner are the riders to watch. Early on in this time trial then, but Freddy Dversnes putting in a wonderful time here. Can he take the provisional best time? Yes, he can. But he's obviously not going to hold that with this man on course. Ganna 29 seconds ahead. Here we go then, Jørgen Nordhagen off the start ramp, and how good does he look in yellow right now? Boy, I wish we could hold this jersey today. And I've seen Carlos Rodriguez has the best time at the finish line, so it's possible for some big upsets here as we now approach the first split of the day. And Carlos Rodriguez was down at the first split. Foss at 23 seconds. Let's try and recover. We're only 17th place though, and that is well down on Foss. And with Grossschartner at 33 seconds, it looks like Foss is the man we're racing today. 17, 19, 18% on this slope. Nordhagen giving everything on this climb. Let's not run out of red though, please. And now it's a race to the finish. Foss at 40 seconds. I think Grossschartner he's further down at 57, and Nordhagen all the way to the line. Canal, I don't think, is going to win the race. He's at 58 seconds, and Nordhagen presses to the line. 40 seconds, I think, is the time we need to beat here, all the way to the finish. And we just miss out. Oh my word, we just miss out on the race win with Foss at 40 seconds. But Carlos Rodriguez, with the time trial performance of his life, he catapults himself from 9th place up 8 into the lead of the race. What a performance. It's a Norwegian 2-3 on the podium, and to be honest, we have to be proud of Nordhagen and his performance throughout this race. That is a great result. We somehow miss out on the points jersey, 2 points off Betrago, and the top 4 were separated by 3 points. That is crazy. Anyway, we can be really pleased with that race. Nordhagen showing his potential and why we signed him, but do you guys smell that? I think I can smell the classics. What am I doing? And in between races here, I do have an email about preparing for the Giro, so let's go and do that. So a couple options for training camps right here, but I do think I'm going to go for the 4-stage camp around Prato, Italy. If we take a look at the details of stages, remember, we are taking a stage hunting squad to the Giro, so these stages all look like they could be won by the breakaway, so let's go for this. 21k, let's get it in the diary. And we've reached the 24th of February, guys, which does mean it's Omloop Het Nieuwsblad Day, but first, we are going to head to France for the Fawn Ardeche Classic and the Fawn Drome Classic as well tomorrow. And as our guys starting to enter their fitness peak, this is going to be a fun terrain, and we have Tobias and Magnus Kort alongside Leknesson, so a very strong team for us. But looking at the favourite screen, I've noticed a certain Tadej Pogacar is here, which means we're probably fighting for second. And this is Hilly right from the start, so a great chance to throw someone into the breakaway. Anders, it's your turn, my man. So as well as seeing Tadej Pogacar in that rainbow jersey for UAE, we get a sighting of both Mark Hirschi and his new teammate Julian Alaphilippe racing for Tudor. Guys, I cannot wait to see how these guys get on riding together in real life, and we're going to see it firsthand here. And oh damn, we get a sighting of it here because Julian Alaphilippe is riding on the front for his teammate Mark Hirschi, who is sat in the group. Surely they didn't sign this guy just to be a domestique for Hirschi. Anyway, race situation, we have many riders caught behind, only 36 now in the peloton, and still 4 minutes up to that 13 rider breakaway. And there's panic stations right now in the group behind because Tadej Pogacar himself is working on the front despite Pablo Torres being in the group. What is going on in this race? But the Mer de Cornat begins, 1.8k, some steep percentages here, 2 minute 30 back to that peloton. Pogacar has done a lot of work on the front already. I have no idea what's going to happen here, but we're in a good position with Anders up the road, that's for sure. And now I think this is where Anders needs to make his supreme climbing ability in this group count. Kenny Elissonde, Petili, some of the better climbers coming to the fore here. Let's press on. Alaphilippe is gone for the day. The group down to 24 and 13 riders are still at the front together. And you know what? I think Anders, I'd quite like to reduce the numbers in this group. Let's see if we can put in a little dig over the top here, as some riders are struggling in that breakaway. So down to about 9 riders in the very front group. I don't think we've had any attacks in the peloton. Still just 18 riders here. And we have our guys just sat in with Anders up the road. A perfect situation still. Okay, then the final climb on course is coming. Only 8k to go. It's 1 minute and 10 seconds between the two groups. And Anders is in a great position to challenge for this race. Tobias is on the wheel of Hirschi and Kort on the wheel of Pogacar, and they are flying up this climb. Oh my word, are they going to make the catch? Our guys trying their best to follow the best. Here comes Pogacar over the top. Hirschi can't follow, and Pogacar trying to bridge solo to the front of the race, and Anders is here, and still 10 riders in this group, but it's down to 30 seconds, and Pogacar has cracked. And this is now so close between the two groups, but we need to stay calm. I think Anders has a great chance of taking this in a sprint, but some guys try to go clear. Let's try and control them. I think we're the best sprinter in this breakaway up the road. Anders goes for the line. Have we spent everything? Oh my word, yes we have. What a shame, we're not going to win. It's going to be a podium place today in a crazy Ardeche Classic with the favourites finishing behind. Ah, damn it, I think we could have won that race if we played it slightly better in the finale. Anders only third. That would have been easily the biggest win of his career, but it's Andrea Mifsud who takes the biggest win of his career. And the second of the French classics now, the Drome Classic, and it is a windy one. Crosswinds predicted all day long. Let's see how our guys get on, but Pogacar is here again, and he wasn't on form yesterday. Let's see if that changes today. And I'm taking a different approach today. No riders in the breakaway. We're going to try and control that breakaway and see if we can maybe create some crosswind chaos as well. Here we go then. We have put our foot down into this second wind section, and we have 1 minute on a chasing group. It's just 38 riders now in the peloton. Let's continue pressing on and make this a really difficult race early on as well. 1 minute 16 now between the groups. 56k still to go here, by the way. Lennart van Atvel, a rider to watch, but the peloton still are 2 minute 30 behind the breakaway. Breakaway seems so strong in PCM right now, I'm not gonna lie. What a race we are creating here as more of our domestiques are dropping out the back, but you can see 25 riders in this group. Isaac Del Toro is flying as well, down to 20 riders here now, and I've not been sure who should lead us today, but I'm gonna make the decision now that Magnus Cort is going to be our leader. Tobias, try and look after him, as still 2 minutes up to the front of the race. Are we going to catch them? And it's Hilly of Groupama FDJ at the front right now. He's ahead of Sepulveda, then Pogacar, and they're the only 3 riders remaining. Luckily, they're not together, so I do think we'll have enough firepower to bring them in. But look at this elite group of 12 riders. Pogacar still in the group, holding fire for now. If he goes, of course, we need to try and follow. And there you go. The catch has been made. The breakaway are caught, and it is going to be a peloton day. I'm a bit confused as to how to play this. Obviously, we do have 3 riders in this group, more than any other team here. We don't really need to press on, but Magnus Cort is feeling good. So I think I'll try and attack, and it's no guarantee we win a sprint with Pogacar, Vorkalan and the like here. So this next climb coming up looks difficult, so let's put Tobias Hall and Johannesson to the front. Letnesund is done, and Magnus Cort is on the wheel up to 95. Let's zoom in a little, and here goes Magnus Cort over the top of the climb. Who can follow? Vorkalan, Pogacar and Magnus Cort go clear, and it's absolute chaos behind Pogacar trying to bring us in. Let's try and continue to work with these guys, but they're not happy with this current situation. Why won't they work with me here? So let's try another attack. Let's try another attack. Don't think it's going to work though, and I don't think they're going to work with me. So now all we've succeeded in doing is dropping our domestiques and isolating Magnus Cort in a group of 11. But Tobias gets back in. This is going to be a reduced sprint. Pogacar, Hershey, Alaphilippe, Cosnefroid is here as well versus our man Magnus Cort Nielsen. Only 2k to go. Let's put this up to 75, 85 into the final kilometre, up to 99. There goes Tobias, and Magnus Cort is going to sprint uphill. Can we survive? It's going to be very difficult. Round the left-hand corner. Can we outsprint Tadej Pogacar? No, we can't, is the simple answer. It's third place again for us here in France, and Tadej does win at least one of these classics. That was a really fun race. I just wish Pogacar and Vorkalan would have worked with us when we got away. I don't understand why the AI weren't happy with that situation, with those 3 riders going clear. I mean, Vorkalan finished in 8th when he would have guaranteed a top 3. Doesn't make sense to me. Well, new background and a lot of changes, as you can probably guess, have taken place. But for today, that is all for Uno X. We'll play on loop in the next one. Keep your eyes peeled, because we're going to discuss what the hell is going on here in a video very soon. And make sure you follow my socials as well, because it's all going on there too. Anyway, that's all for today. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed. Hit subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys in the next one.